guys, welcome back to the homestead. It was a busy Memorial Day weekend and I hope y'all had a great weekend. Hope you spent time with family and friends and remembered those who have served and lost their life for our country, for our freedoms. Today, since I didn't get it done before the holiday weekend, I'm planting some tomatoes. Now today I'm planting some Amish paste and some mortgage lifters. I'm using a technique that I saw someone else do. Jess over at Reach and Refuge did this, and I'm going to try it. It's the first year I've done this, but she is, the tomato lady, and she knows a lot about gardening, obviously. So I trust her judgment, but I've just never tried it. So we're going to try it today. I'm actually going to plant just a few of my tomatoes today, and I'm going to plant them with an egg. If you're familiar with tomatoes, you know what blossom end rot is. One of the reasons, the main reason for blossom end rot is a calcium deficiency. One way to avoid that is to plant, apparently, an egg with your tomatoes. So I'm going to plant these pretty deep. You can plant tomatoes very deep. You really can take them just like to the last of their leaves, the very crown top of their plant. Clean it all up underneath that, plant the whole thing down in there. It'll make it stronger, it'll give it more nutrients because the whole fuzzy plant stem can actually be planted and it will make roots off of that. That's another reason why later in the season, if you have something that didn't do well, you can take a sucker off of another plant, plant it directly in the ground, and it should grow. Sorry, it's a little hot and humid out here today. So we're going to plant an egg, then we're going to plant a tomato. Here we go. Okay, so here we're going to do. We're going to plant our cracked egg, shell and all, into the hole. Now I determined my hole height because I actually have two plants in here and I haven't decided which one I'm planting yet. But what I can do is I take, like if I did this one, I would take these lower leaves off, and I can plant it up to about right there. And all of this will create roots. So it'll be a nice, strong plant. It'll have a nice, strong root system. And I'm going to do that to all of these. I don't know if I haven't decided. I thought about not planting an egg with some of my other tomato plants that I'm not planting today and just kind of see if it makes a difference. But I think I'll probably do it for all of them because it can't hurt anything. So all the way down, we're going to plant our tomatoes, eggshell, smaller crack, not all the way cracked, and we'll put this in the bottom of the hole, plant the plant on top. Here we go. Down in the hole. I might have to make my hole just a little bit deeper. So there we go. One tomato planted. Let's do the rest. straw from last year's bales. Okay guys, now I'm going to plant the last 3 straw bales that we have. If you've been following along, you know we did a straw bale series. And I'm planting my cucumbers along this fence that was part of the duck run, but the ducks are no longer with us. Something got them. So we're going to be doing something different with their pen. But I'm still going to plant the cucumbers here. The idea was to be able to grow some shade on this fence for the ducks. Whatever we're doing in there next, we'll still need shade. So we're going to plant some muncher cucumbers and some cucamelons. I've not tried cucamelons before, but I hear they're really good and they're like a snack when you're in the garden. And I'm all over snacks in the garden. So that's what we're going to do here. Hi, breeders. Not in my face. Back up. Back up. I'm planting 4 little cucamelons in this bale because I'm planting them out probably a little later than I should have, but a little bit smaller than I normally would. But I need to get them out of the greenhouse. I think they'll just do better once they're out here. And again, I've never planted these before, so I'm not quite sure. So, you don't know until you try. That's how we learn. So, see? Just open up the bale. Put it down in there. Let's see if we can get this one. So, I'll just pull it open. You can see down in there. Pull it open, stick it down in there. And that's why we plant in straw bale. Now, I think I've said this before. These composting or paper buckets, planters, whatever, are great if you're going to be planting whatever you're growing in it directly into the ground, as is in these things. I tried these this year. I'm not crazy about them. They work in some instances, but anything you're going to up pot, you don't want to plant in these because the roots will actually grow into this cardboard, which if you're planting directly into the ground is not a problem. I found it to be an issue with some of the stuff. I then later realized, oh, I want to up pot this. So if it works for you, great. It just wasn't it wouldn't be my number one choice. But I will take these and put these in my compost. They won't go to waste. Things are looking really good in the greenhouse. I have the holy basil still. I have some more tomatoes, but I want them to get a little bigger. I have 9 jalapeno plants. I got to figure out where I'm going to plant 9 jalapeno plants because I have been informed by Sir Chris that we are planting all of them. And then I've got my watermelons started, so they'll be ready to go. And all my little peppers. Banana peppers, jalapeno peppers, not jalapenos. There's Varsky, not sure I said that right, which is a red pepper. And I have some extra eggplant. I'm going to give it away. But I did plant some lemon squash today, along with the muncher cucumbers, the cucamelons, and the tomatoes. So we'll go check those out. And then I'm just going to fertilize everything that's planted or been planted. I'll show you guys some of the other stuff we have going. I do have some green beans and some okra that have come up. And I'm going to water those, fertilize those, the tomatoes, everything's getting fertilized tonight. I normally like to do that on a weekend, but it was a holiday weekend. And we had 30 plus people here for the weekend. And it was great. We had a good time. A really good time. The kids had a blast. They played, well, I say the kids. Some of those are adult age, but they're still kids at heart. So we all had a good time. And now it's just back to the regular old routine of gardening, working, homesteading, collecting eggs, watching our chickens, all the fun stuff. All right, let's look at what we got. So these are contender beans, and they came up really, really nice. This is the first year I've planted them, and they are doing really, really well. Contender green beans. I got some radishes there that look like they're about ready to come out. And those are Blue Lakes, and I got about half the bed. I planted the whole length, got about half of them to come up, and the other half did not. So that's not a problem, because what I'll do is I'll just come back. See, there's some empty space over there. And then you see a little one, and then there's nothing empty there. I'll come back and replant those, and it's kind of like a succession planting, so it works to my favor. I've not planted, I've never had that problem with Blue Lake, but I do know some of my seeds were a little older, so it could just be that they just didn't germinate. I do have some okra coming up. You can see it over there. So it's getting good sized. On that side, it's doing better than on this side. I've only got a few here. So one side is Clemson Spineless, and the other side is Hill Country and Star David. I've never planted either one of those. The Hill Country is a red, and then Star David. And those came up somewhat well, but my Clemson Spineless did not. And I've never had a problem having it come up before. But again, I had some seeds that I've had for a while, and I just was going to put them in the ground. If they came up, great. If not, I'll just replant them. It's not that hard. It takes a few minutes. So this week I'll replant everything that hasn't come up so far. And then we'll, again, have kind of a succession planting. The other thing I planted today, lemon squash. Not had these before, but we planted these. They're in the front of this one long bed, and then the peppers will be down that way. But I want to give these guys plenty of room to spread out. They're supposed to be good, so we're going to try them. I'll try it. There's the beets. they are coming in nicely. Got some lettuce that's about ready to come up or come out. Got a little more coming in. There's some more butter crunch. A little bit more down here. Had a little bit of a pest problem down here. You can see something was eating some of them, but I think we're done there because it's all started to come in really well. So hopefully we're good there. Oh, y'all look. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? We have quite a few of those dragonflies here. It's really kind of weird to see them flying because their wings are clear and then black and then clear. Made me jump. But they're beautiful. Oh, it just flew off. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for today. Just a little planting, a little garden update. Again, hope you had a great holiday weekend. And we'll see y'all on the next one. God bless. Bye.